My name is Thérèse Marie Pétrin Somerset. Je suis métisse, and I want to tell you the story of my ancestors. I didn't know anything about the métis. We were never talked about it. I was brought up in St. Boniface and nobody talked about it. And then, like my mom was a métis, and then so I didn't know anything. And then when I started reading about it, I really found out how interested it was that my generation of the Nolans came in 1620. And when the métis arrived, and there was quite a few of them there, that there was no religion. They had no religion. They needed a priest. So a delegation was sent to Quebec for the bishop to send us see a priest. And then that's why we got Father Provencher. And Father Provencher really, when he found out that Lord Selkirk gave this piece of land, he didn't take no time at all, waste no time at all. He built a shack and a shirt and a little place for them to live and stuff. So he was very enchanted with it. And then Lord Selkirk and Father Provencher found out about the Nolans because they were very well educated. His whole family went back to Montreal, and they were very well educated. And the girls were educated by the sisters. And then Lord Selkirk and Father Provencher really wanted the girls here, because Father Provencher wanted girls to be in the school. And then they asked his father, but by this time his father's pretty old. But the father says no. He didn't want his daughters to be servant. So anyways, Father Provencher was a cagey old guy. What he did, he invited Father Provencher to come and live with him. So he looked after him and stuff. And then when he died, he wasted no time at all and asked. Then he asked the girls if they wanted to be teachers, and they said yes, they did. Now these girls were not young, because Angelique was 42 years old, and Margaret was 49 years old. And then they got established in St. Boniface, right next to the church. And they taught there for 5 years. And so they really liked it. And they knew how to speak French, English, and 3 dialects of nation language. And and the nuns, in the meantime, the great nuns came in 1844. So now they wanted to start their own things. So Father Belcombe, which was doing a dictionary. He wanted a dictionary, and he wanted to do it because he wanted to study the nation language. Father Provencher got the girls to work with him, so they went in Saint Agathe, and they had a school and stuff. So he worked for many years. So the girls helped do a dictionary, and then Father Belcombe was very, very happy to have him. But now I'm going back to how I come to this story. I saw this book here, and I thought, and I knew about Father Belcombe. So I decided, I started reading it, and I thought, oh, good, they're going to read about the Nolan girls. He mentions he has a teacher by the name of Angelique. I was completely insulted. that they never mentioned the girls. Because if you read about it, and this is not from me, this is in books, that if the girls wouldn't have helped them, it would have taken them years to do this. Now, to me, they should have showed some appreciation, but they didn't. And I noticed that a lot of times in many things, that the girls were never really mentioned. And this is what started me, that it's about time that the Nolans are being acknowledged for what they've done and what they've contributed. So what I did, when I found this out, I decided to write a letter. And and I acknowledged myself, and I really expect no expectation at all. But I didn't realize what I was doing was a good thing. I went there with this letter, and I met, it's too bad he's not here, Grant Anderson. And he was a general manager. And he read the letter and stuff, and he said, "Those yours?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Oh, okay, come to my office." He said, "But I want you to meet somebody else." Now, that was the greatest thing, that I met those two gentlemen. Then I met Laurie. And you know what? They accepted me. They realized what I was doing. And they respected me, and they listened to me. Because what it meant to me, everything. So Laurie said, "Yes, we're going to help you." But a short while after, I don't know, not too long after, as a matter of fact, Grant phoned me. And he said to me, "Terry, you want to go to Quebec? You want to go to Ottawa?" And I said, "Yeah, but what for?" He says, "To represent the Nolans." He says, "Laurie is the one that, he's got all kinds of books in the library. And he's the one that's on." And I said, "Yes," but I said, I cannot go by myself. I said, "I would like my daughter to come." And my daughter came with me. And then it was really, really such a heartwarming gift. And then I decided to, after I went to Ottawa, I decided to ask for a plaque. Again, I wrote and asked that I think that the girls deserve a plaque to be acknowledged of who they are. And I wanted it in St. Boniface. I did not want it anywhere else. I wanted it in St. Boniface. And so it took a little while to get money, but they got money. And then the Métis Federation couldn't get enough money to do it, and they got it through Grant Anderson, which is the other fellow that helped me. And then we got enough money to do the plaque. And then we had a meeting. Where is it gonna go? And that's when I met this lady, and then so it's being a museum, it couldn't be in a better place. I couldn't believe what I was getting. I couldn't believe it. I was so proud. And then the thing is it's right in front. You walk in and you see it. And right across the sidewalk is the nuns. They came in 1944. So now, I'm getting ambitious. I got this plaque. Now I'm asking for a school. And the school, so I was, and Dwayne Brothers really liked my project, what I was doing, because Laurie and Grant made to meet the school board. And the school board, we went to the school board, and then I told them my story about what school board, and then so I told my story. So one of the ladies said to me, "How come that we've never heard about the Nolan girls. I said, it's been out there. It's been out there for years. Nobody picked it up. And the thing is that they used to have, and I used to go to every one of them, in the cathedral, they used to have plays. And who narrated it? Is Angelique. So I said to the lady that was narrating it, and it was all to do the Matisse and the people that got buried in the cathedral. And I said, do you know who you're representing? They said, no. I said, you're representing a teacher, the first teacher in Manitoba. I said, oh, don't know nothing about it. I learned about the Nolan girls they came out in 1975, and I learned about them in 1983. But I was still working, but I've always been curious, but I started reading a little bit. But as I got older, I started reading more and more and more. And I thought, I've got to do something about this. If I don't do it, it's gonna go with me and it's gonna be buried. And then it's too important. And thanks God that some people listen to me and really believe that what I'm doing. So I've been very lucky. The Matisse Federation, like Lori said, I have 100% background and stuff. So I went, and when I went, I should go back to Ottawa. When Kathy and I went to Ottawa, we met the Governor General and the Prime Minister. He was such a nice man. I fell in love with him. And the thing is that he gave me his card. And he said, and I told him why I was there, that I wanted to do, and he said that he gave me his card. He says, here, I would like to help you. Well, Grant has the card, and he did try to talk to the secretary. He tried to talk to somebody, but they couldn't. So nothing really came of it. But that's not the point. The point is I have his card in my wallet. And I don't know many people have got that. Not a heck of a lot. And then Kathy and I were walking around the little, like, you know, the residence and stuff. And there was nobody looking around. Kathy says to me, how come there's nobody that's walking around looking? How many times do you have a chance to go to Rideau Hall? You know, not very many. So her and I, we want to see everything and we don't want to miss anything. And all of a sudden, we see two men and a lady coming, you know. And so I said, oh, Mom, look, there's somebody finally coming in. She said, and then this woman looked at me, and then this is what she did. So Kathy said, Mom, who the heck do you know? And as she got closer to me and closer to me, it was the Governor General's wife. And she came up to me and they put her arms around me, and I got pictures. I bought that. And and we had the greatest conversation. And I told her also what I was doing and stuff. And she said, well, good luck and stuff. So it was very enchanted. What is my dream? Is to have a French immersion school. And it's my dreams. And it's to honor the Nolans sisters and the one that helped me put it there.